All praises to the Most High Yahweh. Shalom, brother. Shalom. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Forgive me. Forgive me, brothers, because if we don't, if we somebody call, I may not be able to take that stuff. So I had this thing for over 4 years now. So it's been working all the time. So I got a new one that is coming. One brother gave me one, but it's USB, and the setup that I have, it's mostly jack. No sounds. Give me a one if you can hear me. Give me a one if you can hear me, brethren. Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. All right then. All right. Good. Yeah. Sometime it happened. Thank you, brother Peter, for double check the. So this is working. I got another one on the way. I got a brand new one here, but again, like I said, it's a USB. So I have jack connection. I got a mixer and an audio interface. I used to have a studio, so I'm still having that studio. So if somebody call probably today or tomorrow, we will still take the person, but it's going to be very uncomfortable for us to do that. With that being said, brethren, welcome. Thank you for being here. And we are going to discuss certain things that happened in the past. And we're going to bring those things alive. But understand this book that we are going to read is somewhere around 2,000 or 3,000 years old, if I'm not mistaken, or even more than that, 4,000 years old. Yeah, about 4,000 or 5,000 years old. I'm not quite sure. So we are going to read from it, and we're going to see in this chapter how Remeses and Sesostris is looking for the Mosai, how the Mosai prophesies to Remeses without even him knowing, how he is going to. The Mosai is funny, man. How he is going to have Remeses performing a miracle that he asked. He asked the miracle and things like that. Oh yeah, I got the water here, and just to let the people know for that kid. There's somebody at the door. Who's at the door, man? Since I installed this thing, there's so many kids out there. Yeah, so another MS and what's this? No, whatever. The kid left. Yeah, another MS in Texas. One in I was watching another one in Philadelphia. We got two of them today. Two of them. So, and they are noticing that there's a lot more shooting, a lot more death, a lot more tragedy is happening. It's more frequent, and those people don't really know why those things is happening, but we do know, and we understand why. We know the 10 plagues is there, yeah. Another one, three people die, and I believe the other one, two-person die. 1, 2, 1, 3. And it's just yeah, it's just all over. The earthquake in Iran, and things are getting really, really bad for those people. And what happened over there in um, India and Brazil, Virgin, is so much. It's just way too much, brothers. It's like a lot of things is happening. So we're about to begin in 5 minutes. So we are going to study because there's a lot to cover. Last time, last night we did not cover the houses, which is pretty much we did cover it in the first or second chapter in my other channels when they took this channel down, but we'll cover that, brothers. It's very, very bad out there, and Europe. And then again, if you watch the before I go into this, which one of you watched the latest video that I upload? The last video that I upload called "Catching Hell." I think the thumbnail said "Catching Hell." Yeah. Well, then if you did, and you'll find out that the certain job that they had, it wasn't even approved. It's not something that they approved, Virgin. It wasn't even approved. They just do it. They just send it out there. They just send it out there. It's not something that was approved. Or if it wasn't, if it wasn't approved, that means it wasn't tested. They just throw it out there. Okay, so now those people are in like hot water. So they're in hot water because a lot of people are questioning them now. Yeah, Johnson and Johnson and AstraZeneca, or whatever the hell the name is, they are in hot water. They're in hot water because what's happening right now, there's so many medical conditions that's happening to those people. And certain country like Norway say, hey man, we're not going to take your Haitian anymore. We're going to stop it. So they did stop the Norway thing, the AstraZeneca or Astronomical or whatever. They stopped them. So they stopped them, and a lot of things going on. So those people find out that okay, well, this thing is not working. So you see, they don't say this in the media, in the mainstream media. They don't say that. Yeah, they don't say that. So now a lot of people are losing their ever loving mind. They are losing their mind. Yeah, they are losing their mind. One company is giving $1 million in bonuses if you take that thing. And most of the people are like, oh, hell no. Wow. A friend of mine has a lump in her neck. Now she's scared. Yeah, man, there will be a lot of side effect. Again, because of the nature of this thing, we will not mention what it is. So, uh, yeah, a lot of people, they are now, what's next? What's next? We've been crying upon the Messiah. He did come back, though. The Messiah came back, but, he's over there in Hishland, kissing men and just wearing a mask and the glasses. Mm. It didn't work. And now they call upon their science. It's not working. And Brazil, the Brazilian Donald Trump is pretty much this guy pretty much pissed off. He keep telling the people deal with it, that he's gonna stay there forever, like the cold. So a lot of you going to die and stuff. You know, yeah. So the Messiah is back there. So the world is still in. Have you ever noticed ever since the Messiah got back, then the whole war things going on between Russia, nothing was up until this Messiah came back and brought the good news to his own people. And I was watching a couple of videos. They sent a couple of uh the they sent some of uh, Russian Navy warship over there. It's just like it's crazy. And then the mainstream media, the Christians, although these videos have millions of views, they keep it hush hush. Don't say anything. Shut the hell up and stuff. Mm, you know, we don't want to make you like a bunch of fools. You know. But if it's something that our people did say or our people did do, it would be all over the place. Look at the St. Vincent volcanic eruption. That thing was all over the news. All over the news. But when it happened in Indonesia, it's 10 times worse. Nobody know anything about it. We are the one that bringing it here. One happened in Guatemala, I believe. We show it where the lava actually get out and just destroy those people houses. Nobody say anything about it. They just act like, well, yeah, we don't know anything about that. When those people were digging that gold in the Congo, yeah. So another airplane fell off the sky and landed in Cocoa Beach, right there in South Florida. In Florida. So, brethren, it's a hell of a lot of shooting, a lot of fires, a lot of murdering, and a lot of car crash, and people will start questioning what's going on, what's happening. But over here, we know what's going on, we know what's happening. With that being said, we give all praises and all credit to the Most High. This is the Pillar of Fire, brothers and sisters, by Joseph Holt Ingram. He is the same fellow who put together the letters of the Throne of David, which is one of our favorite of all time here. Beautiful book, give a lot of insight. We know why David was all messed up, and we know why Saul was all messed up. Now, in this book, we start to understanding what Moses was going through and what our people were going through. We start understanding there is no difference between of what they were going back then and then now. The same social classes that they had back then, they have them now. Now we understand that in Egypt they had the social classes, the crown, the nobles, the crown, the nobles and the priests, the soldiers, and the working class, and then the middle class, the middle class, the lower class, and then the lowest of the low, and you got the slave. So now, because we know that, brothers, we are going to dive in letter 13, and we are going to be in page 151. Let us all study this book. We're going to ask the Most High to send the Holy Spirit and help us with this. Let us move in, brothers. All right. This is page 151. This is Sesostris writing to his mother, Epithia, queen of Phoenicia. His son is 28 years old. He's studying in Egypt. So this is what the word is in the city of Apis. Okay. Um. So I think, my dear mother, I'm just going to read some and then jump some. My dear mother, I thank you for your long and very welcome letter written from your palace at Sidon, whither you went to celebrate the rites of Adonis, those are the gods. It's assured me of your continued health, which may the gods guard with jealousy care for not only the stability of your kingdom, but my whole happiness depends on your life. Behold, beloved mother and queen, you also allude to your visit to the temple of Astarte and Tammuz on Lebanon. Now, we know when they are talking about Lebanon, it's not that real. It's not that Lebanon over there in the third part. It's a Lebanon somewhere around here on our land. Now, with that being said, the mother, she went into a religious festival. She went and worshipped the god Astarte and Tammuz, and she came back. She told her son and told her son that she just got off of that pilgrimage, so to speak. And he wrote back here how he would back the mother and things like that. He said, okay, he remember, he's like very nostalgic and things like that. So, and he keep going. What a noble worship was that our fathers, whom amid its gigantic cedars, old as the earth itself, their first worshipped the gods. How majestic must have appeared their simple rites, with no altars but the mountains, rocks, no columns but vast trunks of mighty trees, no roof but the blue heavens by day and the starry dome by night, while at morning and evening and of the smoke the sacrifice of bullocks to the gods. So he's reminiscing of his ancestors. They used to sacrifice to the gods, to the trees and things like that. It was a simpler time. I'm gonna jump down there. Though the Phoenician built the first temples on the peninsula of Tyre, before any others existed save in groves, yet in Egypt, which claims also this honor, the house of the gods, and the vast and pyramidal aspect, the pillars like palm tree, the columns like cedars, approach more nearly the dignity, sublimity, and majesty of the primal forest and eternal mountains where religious first offered prayer to heaven. So the mother, he's saying, Mom, I understand in Phoenicia, in our own country, our people used to worship trees and stuff and make sacrifice of bullocks and things. But when you're looking at Egypt, you find out Egypt is much more sublime. It's much more better. It's much more beautiful. And when you look at the pyramid, you're looking at them, you can see that they have like a higher, superior way of worshiping. Your visit to the temple of Tammuz at Sarafta recalls a legend which, singularly enough, I first heard in Egypt of the origin of the rites to that deity. The books of the priests here relating to Phoenician, Sabakian, or okay, wow, Sabacian, um no, Sabaean, Persian, and Chaldean ceremonies for the learning of the Egyptians seems to embrace a knowledge of books of all countries. So that's how the Egyptians learn. They learn from a knowledge of all books or all country, from all countries. So they don't say, okay, we're just gonna learn Egyptians only. They learn everywhere. They chew the meat and spit out the bone. Related to that, Tammuz was a certain idolatrous prophet of the Sabaean fire worshippers who call upon King Osinoisis, our remote worship the 7 planets and the 12 signs. So Tammuz was actually the guy. He was one of the prophet in that time. So he commended King Osinoisis to worship the 12 constellation, and he was a worshiper of fire. So the king got pretty pissed off and then ended up sent after Tammuz and then ended up killing him because he told Tammuz there's only one God, and then this is the God that he worshipped. So Tammuz was an idolater. So he wanted to the king to worship. That was like thousands of years ago, which showed you the Mosai was always in the midst of this. And if you read the book of Lamech of Cain, you'll understand that. You'll understand Lamech went into a journey to find out who was his mother. And then a lot of things Jared revealed unto him in the book of Lamech of Cain. So Lamech was actually a disciple of Jared. He was a bloodline from Cain, but he served the Mosai for over 25 years, and the Mosai never had respect unto his worship. He showed people how to serve the Mosai. Those people find results. Jared showed him how to repent for his sin. Jared took like a goat, like an animal, and then he said, "Pray, put your hand upon this animal, and confess your sin." This guy sin, those people back then, their sin was so big, was so much. The moment they put their hand upon this animal, they say, "I confess my sin," and the heart uncovered, the animal blew up like a bomb. Some of them, when they start doing it, they're doing it, and then the animals start burning up. and then they keep doing it, and the animal become, when they do this, the animal die. The animal die, and then some of them, they become cleaner and cleaner, and then the animal just run. But when they were doing it for the first time, they had so much sin, they never repent. That's how they used to repent back then. And Lamech, when Lamech did this, the animals keep blowing up. The sin of man, ever since Lamech met Jared, he never did a bunch of things that he used to do. He used to rape men and women and beasts. And he used to take potion and transform himself into a beast, into a guanticra, and then rape another beast. Oh, that book is heavy. Anyway, so that was like all the way in the beginning. So, but the more I have conversed with the wise, so he's talking to the mother. He said mother, but he's talking about the gods and the idolatries and stuff. He said all people are so confused. But the more I have conversed with the wise and virtuous Prince Remeses, the more I feel the gross nature of our mythology, oh mother, and that images and myth, such as from the ground and expression of our national worship, and the rest wholly and material figure itself, are unworthy the reverence of intelligent mind. This is a law. This is a law in the Levitical law, I believe. When the Mosai said don't make any image, when the Mosai said don't make any image from things that are in the heaven and the earth, that doesn't mean he said don't draw, don't put images in your house. It means don't worship them. It means do not worship them, because that's what those people are doing. They were worshiping images. Images can mean statues. They can mean anything that they have. Remember when Jacob was serving that scumbag Laban, and then when he took Rachel and Leah with him, and they were going, Rachel was an idolatress. Rachel wasn't, in the part of the Mosai. Rachel was like the one that Jacob loved the most. She didn't deal with the Mosai like that, unless when she want to get pregnant. When she want to get pregnant, she run to the Mosai. Oh, well, Leah keep getting pregnant. What about me? What about me? And then the Mosai really don't like when those people keep coming over there and then ask himself. So when Rachel was going, she stole her father's image, her father's gods. Laban was an idolater. Rachel stole them, and then she put them inside of a chest. Well, not a treasure chest. Put it inside of a chest. And then when Laban chased Jacob and arrested Jacob and accused, you see, brothers, it's just everything that happened to Jacob is happening to his seed. This man got chased down, quote unquote. He got pulled over by the police, and then they're accusing him of stealing. Then when the man he worked for years for this man, he earned everything. They're accusing him of stealing, and then he arrests him, put him in handcuffs, and then go search his house. And then when Rachel saw the father, she knew she stole the images, the gods. She put it in a chest, and she sit upon it. And when she sit upon it, and when the father entered the tent, and as a custom, when the men enter a room, all the women that are there will stand up to salute this man. It was a custom. All the other women that were in the tent, they stand. Rachel didn't stand. And then when the father looked at her, and she said, Father, forgive me. I cannot stand because the manner of custom of women is upon me. For those of you who know what she meant when she said this. She said, Father, I cannot stand because my sister is here. She just got here, and then she's going to stay for like 4 or 5 days, sometime a week. I cannot stand, so I have to sit down and then keep her in the house so she won't embarrassing everyone. So the father said, okay. Then they threw everything Jacob had over. They were looking for the image. They could not find it. And Jacob was pretty pissed off. Jacob said, how dare you, mother of him? And I work for every single thing. How dare you accusing me of stealing your image? Those are the image that Sesostris is talking about the mother. He said, Mother, The image that we have back in Phoenicia, the way we all worship them, it's unworthy of an intelligent God. You cannot put an image, you cannot put Father into an image. This is like, he's bigger than this. That's what he's saying here. It is true. We can look at them. All right. He's not, brothers. This is real good right here. Say, it is true. We can look at them, the images, and honor that which they represent. Okay. We can look at the images and say, this is the images of our ancestors. That's an honor. They represent our ancestors. Okay. As I daily look at your picture, which I wear over my heart, and kissing it from love for thee, do not worship and adore the ivory and the colors that mark upon its surface, a sweet reflection of your beloved and beautiful countenance. He has a little lacket that has his picture and his mother, a little lacket that has the mother picture, which shows you back then those people, they have technology, or they have artists that can draw people images like clearly. Just like on YouTube, you saw some people video, they just draw with pencil, realistic. I see some dude draw well, I said there was a woman, she draw Will Smith like realistically. She draw Morgan Freeman with the whole dots and little thing realistically, which shows you that even 4 or 5,000 years ago, those people, they have technology or skills they could. And in the further chapter, you'll understand they have like high tech. They had the H like you don't have now. Till this day, we don't know what they are. So he said, "Mom, I have a picture of you, but I see this picture is a representation of you. I do not worship it. It made out of ivory, but I kiss this picture in honor of you. That doesn't mean I'm worshiping the picture. I when I look at the picture, I think about how beautiful and good you were to me as a mother." Okay, no images. That's why in the book of Leviticus, the Most High say, "Thou shalt not make any images, of the heaven and stuff, because people will worship them." Our people, the reason why the Most High did this, brothers, remember, we were in Egypt for over 430 years. We spent a good portion of that in slavery. Our people did not know any better. Anything that they see, that's why they were dancing around the calf, the golden calf, because they don't truly know who the Most High is. And the one that actually messed up everything, those are the one that used to rub elbows with the Egyptians in their temples. The one that were the slave, like Caleb and all that, they really didn't want to offend the Most High, because they know for a fact when they were walking, making those breaks, and the Most High finally delivered them from this, they didn't want to do anything. But the one that was in the house Negroes, they wanted to go back to Egypt to enjoy things, because they weren't used to walking on a desert, being in the sun all day. Those are the one that influence the other one and say, we gotta go back to Egypt. It is worse, than this. How could this be worse? Those are the people, the house Negroes. Those are the one that were complaining. Datan and Abiram. Oh no, it is you far away I think of, kiss, love, in a manner I adore. Yet an Egyptians of the lowest order, seeing me almost worshipping your pictures, would I believe I was adoring an effigy of tutelar goddess. And he said something beautiful. He said, because I have your picture on my hand on that little locket, and I kiss it, and I close it, and I laugh, and a dumbass Egyptian of the lowest of the lower classes, if he's passing, he saw me, and then he looked at my hand, he would have thought I'm worshiping a goddess, because that's what they do. The lowest of the low, even Remeses and the high priest keep telling them, do not freaking worship those things. They are not here to worship. They are here as a reference to the Most High. Do not worship them. They don't listen. And they commit some grievous act right now, brothers. Well, I think, is it in this? Some dude committed a mistake, man. It was a fatal mistake. It was just a mistake. And he would have been right. So far as my heart and thought and you are concerned, my mother. And this representative way, I am now sure that Remeses regards all images looking through and beyond them to the supreme infinite. He said Remeses, aka Moses. Moses doesn't worship the idols. He looked past through them. He looked past their representing. Abraham did the same thing. Remember in the Apocalypse of Abraham, Terah, Abraham's father, sent Abraham to the market to sell gods. Abraham made them. Abraham made those gods. He just actually gods of wood and stone. He was a skilled man. He just sculpt them and then bring to the market. And then when he was in the market, and then he was selling. I think he was selling like grain or meat or something, and a bunch of other nation was passing, and they saw Abraham. They saw the gods, the little statues that Abraham had. They told Abraham, yo, man, what's up? You didn't tell us what you are selling gods. Why you didn't tell us you're selling gods? Abraham wasn't even selling those little statue, and Abraham like, I'm gonna swag at Jack those scums. And Abraham turned around and said, yeah, I'm selling them. So how much you have? And they give Abraham a bunch of gold and silver for freaking thing like stone and piece of wood. Abraham laughed his ass off, man. Abraham started laughing. He said, man, but he waited though. He took the gold and the silver. He gave them the little stones and woods. And Abraham went somewhere and started laughing, man. Abraham said, I can't believe those jackasses are so dumb. They thought those things are real gods. And Abraham like, how could they be real gods? I created them. I made them. How? And Abraham started questioning. He saw the image. The image is somewhat a representation of God, but he doesn't worship them. His father literally does. So if you read the book of the Apocalypse of Abraham, you'll see Abraham was like one of those funniest dude ever. You know, he just went over there. He destroyed his father gods. Oh, Abraham did a bunch of fish. So that's what it means. So he said Remeses, he looked past that. For instance, when Moses goes somewhere and then they got like Remeses is like a bull god. So they say Remeses created the trees. He understand that this is not him. You understand? If somebody created the trees, the way to explain it this is to go to Remeses and say, like Remeses, the grass, like Remeses, like a cow eat grass, it was a metaphor. And then he looked past that. He know for a fact there's a higher God that created everything, including himself or itself. I also imbibe his lofty spirit of worship, and I have more to adore the statues as I worship your picture. But where, oh mother, is the infinite? So he's questioning now. Those guys start really questioning. It's like, but if those people are worshiping those statues, and there is a God that is above everything, but where is he? Where is that infinite? If it exists, how do we find him? How do we get with him? Can he even talk? The same thing that he's saying to the mother, Remeses was telling this, like, Moses and stuff. So far, that's how we know. We don't know if Remeses is truly Moses, but it will reveal here. When I think of you, I can, brothers, this is the 100 monkey experiment right there. And telepathy ley line things right there. He said, when I think of you, I can send my soul towards you on wings that bear me to your feet, either in your private chamber at Needle Rock or with your royal scribe as you are dictating laws for the realm, or upon your throne giving judgments. So he said he can send his thought, he can send his spirit, he can send himself to the mother wherever she is and talk to her. That is why, brothers, again, we are going to keep saying this. We must keep praying. We must keep telling the people about the Father. We must keep telling the people about peace, be at peace, and we must seeking knowledge. Brethren, when you seek knowledge, when all of you are here, we are studying together, you will have more appetites. You're getting interested more and more to learn. Argument doesn't interest you anymore. You really don't want to go around and start arguing with people because you did not spend your entire life arguing with people. Try to prove something to people. Try to, hey, I'm breaking scriptures here. I'm the only guy that can do it, or my camp is the only people that can do it. And I keep telling you, I'm probably the dumbest Negro you could possibly ever met. I don't know anything. Everything that I'm telling you here, they just beam into my head. I'm just telling it you. I don't know anything. But when you're hungry for knowledge, you're always going to fight it. But when you're hungry for argument and trouble, you will find it. And you're going to stay locked. You're going to stay in a bubble. You can't burst this bubble. When you are seeking for knowledge, you're in the book of the throne of David. That's a bubble. You study it, then that bubble bursts. You go to this book. You start that one, that bubble bursts. You go to the book of Joshua, the Third Testament, this book, that book. You keep moving in. You are accumulating more. But when you look for argument, you stay right there in the Bible, and then you stay in this bubble. You cannot get out of it. That's why I told my people, be hungry for the Most High. Seek the Most High face. The Most High face is not in one book. It's in all of them. Every single book, brothers. The book of Satan. In the book of Satan, they told you straight up, don't mess with this big guy. There's one big guy there, you don't want to mess with him. Don't destroy the animals and stuff. Every book have the Most High breath in it. All of them. That's why we don't debate. Oh, I'm going to debate you on this. Yo, what is to debate here? If you don't have anything to add, don't say anything. You keep it moving. And then while you keep it moving, brothers, you're going to reach a destination. And memory and imagination, I can instantly send my thoughts to you, out to you, and behold, as you are. But the infinite womb, Remeses calls God, and the contradiction to lesser gods, where does he hide himself? Why? If he is, does he not reveal himself? Why does he suffer us to go up after him, which is true, and after not find him? If he be good and loving and gracious in his nature, he will desire to make known of his creatures these attributes. Now, Sesostris starts asking the mother, say, mother, if Remeses is right, he said this God is all loving and kindness, but where is he? Where does he hide? Why does he make us suffer to seek after him? Because the Most High like that. He Most High like to play hide and seek. He will say something in your ear and then run and hide somewhere. And then you're going to have to seek him and look for him. And I got to tell you, man, the Most High, it's not easy to worship the Most High, brothers and sisters. It's not easy. It's probably the hardest thing you could have possibly done in your life to serve the Most High. It's not easy at all. Brethren, like I said before, you worship a God that doesn't talk to you like we're talking to each other. A God that you don't see him. You don't even have an image to say, this thing right here is the Most High. He doesn't have a phone number. He doesn't have everything. You worship him through faith and through your heart. And you will start understand. You're like, okay, this isn't for everybody, man. The Most High is very difficult to serve. That's why people like easy thing. You see, when you're worshiping Jesus Christ, you just go to the church, he's there. You can write his name in your car, say the blood of Jesus cover me. He's in all the movies. It's easy. If I need something, I need something from Mary, Mother of God, I go to any Catholic church, there's saints all over. I can worship them. They are here. I can see them. Even though they cannot talk to me, I can imagine them talk to me. But you don't know how the Most High look. The Most High is very difficult to worship. And he said this, if he is gracious and good, but why doesn't will he hide forever? Won't this God come to us and teach us how to properly worship him? But how silent, how impenetrable the mystery that environs him and the habitation of his throne. Will he forever remain wrapped up in the dark of space? Will he never reveal himself and his moral nature to men? Will he never of himself proclaim to the creation his unity, that there is no God but one, and besides him there is none else? How can he demand obedience and virtue of men when they know not his laws? Damn. Sesostris go really hard because he was communicating with Remeses. He said, how can a God call himself the God of God when he never talked to anyone? He hide himself. He never reveal anything to you. All he give you is little clues, little thoughts, voices. You hearing voices. You cannot see the person, brothers. Remember, we are human. If we hear a voice, we want to see the face. If we hear a voice, we want to see a body. How could God ask us to do all those things and he never come up and explain anything to us? Why is he making this so difficult? How could this guy call himself God and then he never taught anybody any laws of his laws? Every God got a law except for this ultimate God. How? Will he do that forever? And we know the Messiah from the beginning gave Adam everything. So, so it's just like our stuff degrading from every generation. It's become worse. For some of you, you know this. Look at music. Back when you were growing up, music was good. And then a few decades worse. Right now, there's no music. It's a bunch of noise, a bunch of people singing like they are asleep. They're a bunch of druggies. They say one word 50 times in the music, getting worse and worse. Yet, consciousness within visible nature, reason, all demonstrate that there is but one supreme God. A single first cause, how numerous soever the inferior deities he may have created to aid in the government of his vast universe, and that to him an intellectual and spiritual worship should be paid. He's talking about the angels, our Father, created the angels. This is the theory of Remeses. Those are all Moses telling him those things. He said, this is the theory of Remeses, who seems to be infinitely above his people and country and piety and wisdom. Sometimes I fancy that he draw inspiration from this infinite God, whom he worships in his heart and recognize to his intellect. All praises to the Most High. Sesostris said the way he saw Remeses is asking those questions. How he said, I have the impression he's drawing those things from this God, this one God, this powerful God. He's getting those questions from him and his heart, which is true. The Most High will make you question things so you can find him. Just like he did to Abraham. Abraham was asking, okay, if he asked the son, he said, son, are you God? Are you the ultimate God? And then he said, I'm going to wait to see if you're God. If you wake up in the morning, you shine, and then you shine forever, you're God. And he wake, then the sun went down. He said, well, you are not that God because you die during the day. You die during the night. And he said, well, the moon is God then. And he questioned the moon. Moon, are you God? And then the moon answered him in his heart. During the day, the moon is not shining. He asked the stars, are ye gods? Who's the ultimate? And then the stars disappear during the day. And he said, yeah, not gods. There is one true God out there. He questioned until he actually meet the Most High face to face. And the Most High say, Abraham, just because you are I'm going to take you with me. Here's my powers. Go ahead and do whatever, you please. Abraham almost destroyed the world, brothers. For those of you who know the story. Abraham had the Most High power. Abraham called a couple of angels and tell the angels, give him a chariot. And he get in one of the chariots. He was going around and seeing the whole world. He saw how much sin there in the world. Abraham was pissed off. Abraham started killing people, man. Abraham started destroy. Abraham actually destroyed the whole earth. The Messiah have to go ahead and back and then do a time wrap them and bring everything back. Abraham destroyed everything. Everything Abraham saw. Oh, whoa, what's going on down there? He said, oh, those are robbers. They're all sharpening the sword. They're going to kill people. Abraham said, have a bunch of beasts come out of there, kill them. Open the ground, kill them. Abraham started killing people, destroying them because he saw nothing but sin. And the Messiah called Abraham. They had to go get the angels, have to run back, go get the Messiah. And the Messiah was drinking his wine, spilled the wine, run after Abraham. And they have to restrain Abraham because everyone was going to destroy everybody. So they restrained Abraham. And the Messiah calmed him down. The Messiah said, Abraham, what the hell are you doing, man? You can't do this. Abraham said, I can't believe this, Messiah. You had the power. You never destroyed this whole earth. How could you? Those people are evil and stuff. And then Abraham, the Messiah explained to Abraham, listen, you can't do this. Everybody that you see here, I gave them a duty. I gave them a work, something to do. Your mind is too little to understand me. That's the Messiah telling you, brothers, I can guarantee you, if the Messiah give me his power, man, oh, there would be a lot of people that would be in a hell of a lot of trouble, man. I can guarantee you this, man. Or a lot of people would be in a lot of trouble right now because you don't know how to pass true judgment. The Messiah is telling Abraham, you don't know what true judgment is. You know? Yeah, Abraham was pissed off, man. So, yeah, that's what the Messiah will make you question. Once you start questioning, you start going, you start seeking, you will meet the Messiah face to face like Abraham did. All right. I'm going to try to make this short. Let me see how many we got here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, good Lord. Okay. 3, 4. Oof. That's a lot. All right. Let's go a little bit faster. This is going to be another 3 hours. You cannot, no way you can fathom the Father's power. You cannot do what the Messiah does. The Messiah showed you can't do this. If he gives you power, anybody that have the Messiah power, a lot of people will be in trouble, man. What? For his utterance and these themes are often like the words of a God. So wonderful are the mysteries treated by him, so elevating on the heart and mind. But I will repeat part of the conversation we had together after he had offered in the temple of Apis his sacrifice for the restoration of the queen's health. He said, as we walk away together along a beautiful and sacred avenue of acacia and delicate fringe like ethel or tamarisk trees, altering with the pomegranates and mimosa. So, Sesostris is telling his mother, I will tell you a conversation that I have with Remeses after he made a sacrifice offer on the behalf of his mother when the health returned to his, the mother was sick, she become healed. He said, this is what the conversation was about. Sesostris, doubtless, after all my conversation with you, I seems an idolater today, quite as material and gross, and the offerings and prayers are made as the galley wower we saw offering a coarse garland of papyrus leaf and poppies to the god. And Remeses look at Sesostris and says, Sesostris, after all I told you, you see me go to that temple and I made a sacrifice. Do I look like an idolater? I must have looked like an idolater to you. And Sesostris said, no, I understand what you did. Sesostris truly understands. He said, no, my noble prince, I answered. I saw in you an intellectual sacrificer whose bodily eyes indeed beheld the sacred bull, but whose spirit saw the great Osiris. He said, your eyes saw the statue, but your heart, your soul saw the Most High, who once dwelt in the bull when on earth you honor the house where ancient God abode. He said, no, Sesostris, the bull is nothing to me in any sense. That's what happened when you are born pure, brothers. When you are born like John the Baptist, when you are born with the Holy Ghost filled. Moses said, no, Sesostris, the bull is nothing to me. in any sense, but as the prince of a realm whose laws ordain the worship of Apis and Memphis, of the ram-headed Ammon of Thebes, or the sacred ox at On, I outwardly comfort the custom which I dare not and cannot change. Moses said, Remeses said, I can't be an hypocrite. I'm a prince. I order, it's under my command that people should do those things. If I'm a prince, this is Matthew 28 right there. When YAHAWAH came back, he told us, man, YAHAWAH was a massive jerk to those guys. YAHAWAH came in, he waited until he's talking a bunch of people there, and the Pharisees and the scribe came in, the Levite scumbag came in. And then they were asking YAHAWAH difficult question, things that they put in their books, and then they were asking YAHAWAH things. And YAHAWAH turned around, he said, you scumbag, man. You guys are the one that go, you take the highest place in the synagogue. You wear the best clothes. You keep telling people to pray during the day, pray at night, when in you yourself, you never pray. You told people you are the most righteous, be the most righteous, when yourself, you're not righteous. That's why Moses said, I can't tell those people to do something that I never done in my life. They're going to see me as an hypocrite. Yeah, YAHAWAH he was a massive jerk to those guys. He said, I outlawed comfort a custom where I dare cannot change. He could not change those customs. Or if I would, what shall I give the people? If I take away their gods, my own religion and spiritual, as I believe yours is becoming, but how shall I present a spiritual faith to the Egyptians? This is deep right there, man. Remeses said, but what if I remove this ox-like statue god? What will I give those people to worship? They don't know the Most High the way I do it in my heart, and I'm starting out the way you know it. Why shall I give the Egyptians to worship? Because those people used to worship things they can see, things they can touch. What shall I give them? In what form, what visible shape can I offer it to them? For the priest will demand a visible religion, one tangible and material. The people cannot worship an intellectual abstract as we can, Sesostris, and as the more intelligent priests pretend they do and can. This is deeper. He said it's not like Moses want to be offensive. He said those people are way too dumb to. Not anybody can understand the Messiah. You have to be a specific and a special person unto the Messiah to understand him. Not everybody can understand him. He said they would not understand the God. If I took away their God and I bring my God, so what do you want me to do? Make a effigy of him? I can't make an effigy of him. What should I give them, Sesostris? This intellectual God that you and I and the priests are worshiping. But if we take the image, the representation of this God, how could I give them to the Egyptians? He keeps talking about the Egyptians. Yet, if when I come to the throne, by imperial edict, I remodel the theology of the priesthood and the worship of the people, remove the golden sun from the temple in On or On, slay the sacred bull Apis, and banish the idols for all the 1,000 temples of the two Egypt. With what shall I replace the religion I dispose? This is very wise right there. Remeses is very wise. He said, but if I go on the CDON and I destroy the bull, if I took the sun down, the giant golden sun they're worshiping, what am I going to replace it with? That is why the Messiah had to give Moses the law. That is why the Messiah has to appear to Moses in that fiery bush. That is why the Messiah was happy as a pillar of fire by day, a cloud by day and a pillar of fire of night. Till even that, the Israelite never did believe that. Even Father came back and speak for like 2 hours to them and terrified them. They still didn't believe. Father split the sea. They want a God they can see, something that can appear. Say, hey, What's up? I'm God. We are in page 155 right now. So that's what he was saying. With an intellectual and spiritual worship of the supreme infinite, I answer. And Sesostris say, well, with the intellectual and spiritual worship of the supreme. You don't have to give those people hish. You just tell them the way it is. You just tell them straight up. But who will enlighten my own ignorance of him, Sesostris? He inquires sadly, what do I know of him, save from an awakened consciousness within my bosom? God damn. Oh, Moses said, but how am I going to enlighten people? He says such this. What do I know of him? I don't know nothing of this guy, except I have a gut feeling. I can't bring a gut feeling to the people. They need proof. They need some type of miracle. I don't know, split the sea, turn the water into red, have frogs dancing in people's belly. Yeah. Moses said, I need something. I can't just come. That's like going to court and say, well, except you're for a white woman. He said, he did something to me. Where's your proof, man? Can you prove this? That's like going on the internet, say, I can fly. The first thing people are going to ask you, okay, well, give us the proof. That is why even after brethren, when the Messiah called Moses, and he told to Moses, he told Moses, I said, but Father, when I go to those people, when they ask me, what is your name? What should I tell them? And the Messiah kindly replied to Moses, Moses, just tell those people I am what I am. I'm everything. It politely tells Moses, tell them to shut the hell up and worship me. Stop questioning me. He said, Father, when I go to those people, now you understand why Moses keep questioning the Most. I say, if I go and question those people, I have to bring some proof. I have to do some miracle so they can believe. That's why the Mosai in the book of Joshua, when Moses came in and speak to the Israelites, he said, the Mosai, your God sent me. And then they said, give us a proof. And he did a miracle. A bunch of them didn't believe it. Some of them did. Did you know in the book of Joshua, all those plagues that the Mosai was sending, a lot of the Israelites actually died? The one that did not believe Moses, all of them died. They suffered the same fate. That is why the same thing going to happen here. The goddamn 2/3, they're going to suffer the same fate because they don't believe it. Not believe. Oh, I don't believe you. They said, get the fuck out of here, Negro. They had no respect unto the Mosiah when they disrespect Moses, which was an ambassador of the Mosiah. The Mosiah tells straight up, man, I am what I am. Mosiah actually, the Mosiah, like, he has a great sense of humor. I always joke with Moses. And then Moses did not want to take the job, man. Moses did everything. He did not want to take the job. So the Mosiah made a bet with him. The Mosiah made a joke. The Mosiah said, Moses, look at me. What if you or me and Aaron is your Moses? Aaron is your prophet. Well, what if you or me? And Moses laughed and they say, okay, I'll take the job. As long as you got Aaron over there, I can talk to him. He's my brother. And then he will go over there, we'll do things. The Mosiah is too grand for you to slap a name onto him and then you call him here. You call him yours. When you name something that you own this thing, when you have a dog, you name this dog Skippy. That means you have dominion over this dog. This dog did not come up to you and call you and say, my name is Sneepy. The first gift you receive when you come out of your mother's portal is your name. Well, the first thing that you receive is a slap in your butt, and then you praise the Mosiah. Yeah, you call upon the name of the Mosiah. You give him praises first. That's why the babies that don't give the Mosiah praises when they came out of the portal, they don't breathe at all. And then you receive your first gift. That means somebody owns you. You cannot put a name on the Mosiah and say, this is his name. And then that's what it is. I am what I am. In certain language, it sounds different in every language. In ancient Hebrew, it sounds different. In Syriac, it sounds different. The most I tell you, I am everything. I am the beginning. I am the end. I don't have the any beginning. I don't have the end. The most I know, if he told Moses, my name is Jack. Oh, that's it. That's it. So that's what the Most High was telling Moses, man. Moses was asking a bunch of questions because he want to give the people something. What do I know of him, say, from awakening consciousness with my bosom? How can I make the others possess that consciousness, which is only intuitive and incommunicable? God damn, man. Moses said, how can I? Moses technically tell me it's virtually impossible to take my feeling and copy it and paste it onto somebody else. It is virtually impossible for me to take what I'm feeling of him, his connection to me, and make somebody else feel that. How can I make every single person feel what I feel? I must first know where God is before I can direct the people whether to look at him. You have to study. I must first know where YAHAWAH is before I can direct the people whether to look for him when they pray. This is Remeses. Moses said, before I can go to those people and tell them there's only one God, I have to know him first. I have to talk to him. I have to learn from him. Then I can go and tell people what to do and how to do it because I have experience. That's why the Christian cannot teach you about Father. The priest of Mahan cannot teach you about the Most High. Only his children that been with him can teach you about him because they don't know the Most High. I must first cultivate their minds and imaginations in order to enable them to embrace a purely mental religion. So this is Moses' plan to make the people believe in the Most High. He said, I must first cultivate their minds and imagination in order to enable them to embrace a purely mental religion and to worship the infinite independently of figures, images, and visible mementos or symbols for so long that they have these awe. They will rest their faith in them and will look upon them as their gods. He said, even now, if I try to do this, those people have been worshiping images and statues forever. Even if I try to do this, they will forever worship their idols and stuff. Not everybody gonna get this, Sesostris. It's gonna be very difficult for me to do this. I have to meet this God and he will show me. But what do I know of the God I would reveal to them? Absolutely nothing. That there can be but one supreme God. Reason demonstrate for it there were two equal gods. They would have equal power, equal agency, and the creation of holding of all things, and the government of the world, and the worship of men. Two equal gods who is no case different of whom the other, but are in all things one at the same and are virtually but one God. Damn. Moses killing them right here, man. He said, but what do I know of this God? Nothing, Sesostris, except I know he's the only supreme God. That's all I know, Sesostris. How can I bring this to anybody? How can I make those people believe that? Even if there was like two, when they say there's one God, the highest one, and they'll say, okay, well, is he higher than Apis? I would say yes. Then Apis is a god too. How could there be two gods? And if there's two gods, who create the superior one and who create the superior one? How can I prove to them that God created himself and created everything? He's a repeat, everybody's a repeat of what he created. How could I prove those things? He said, I don't know how to prove that, but I have faith. Therefore, as neither two of any number anyway. For otherwise they cannot act. There can only be one God. There can only be one God. They cannot be 2, 3, 4, 5. There can only be one God. I said the conclusion of the Prince was only God then exists as one. All beings in his universe are below him. Even his creatures, the gods, if there be such, may be by him. It becomes therefore all men to worship not these gods, but the God of gods. So what Sesostris says, he say, yes, I believe there is one God that exists, and he's the God of the gods. When they say gods, they mean the angels. He's representative. He's the things that he created to do his bidding. Okay? Those are angels. He said, if he is above these angels, we cannot worship the angels. We cannot worship the prophets. We should worship this God alone. You cannot say this in Christianity, brothers and sisters. You cannot say this in Catholicism, brothers and sisters. If you tell those Christians worship the Most High and the Most High only, they spit on your face. They got to worship Jesus Christ. They raise Jesus Christ above everything. If you go to the Catholic, you say you cannot worship anybody else but YAHAWAH himself. They want to worship Mary, the mother of God, or baby Jesus. You can't tell them this. Don't worship his creation, worship the creator. You can't say this. There's, for instance, you can go in Islam and say anything about Muhammad. They raised, just like Jesus, they made Muhammad their God. You can't say anything about him. If you tell them the ultimate God, they call it Allah, to worship him alone, and pay respect to him and him alone, they will ask you, what about Muhammad? You say, who is Muhammad? Worship the Most High and the Most High only. And you're going to get a hell of a lot of trouble with those guys. Any religion, brothers, you cannot tell those people, hish. They refuse to worship the Most High and worship him alone. They will find a way to worship something else than the Most High. They will put feast day in front of the Most High. They will put their Bible in front of the Most High. Say, whatever, if the Bible don't say it, I'm not gonna do it. The Most High will come in their dream and give them an order. They will quickly go into the Bible and say, no, the Bible didn't say this, I'm not gonna do it. Like the brother that had the dream when he died and the electricity, I believe Saturday night. Thursday night. He was explaining how he got shocked, he got electrocuted, and then a beam from the sun fell on his belly, came back to life. And when he went to sleep, the Most High come up to him and say, are you ready for me? Are you ready? He said, yes, Most High. The Most High asked people, who is here is ready for me? Nobody went ready. He was the only guy say, I am ready. And the Most High said, come with me. And he took the brother. And the brother said, wait, let me go get my mom or a friend. And then he tried to go back. He couldn't. There was a glass there. He could not pass through the glass. The Most High tell him, you can't go back. You can't. You can't go back. If this brother went to the book and tried to look for a scripture that say, when did the Most High appear in your dream and put a glass in front of you? Well, I don't see it here. That means that was the devil trying to trick me. You raise a Bible above the Most High. You raise a book above the Most High. If the book didn't say it, I'm not doing it. If the law didn't say it, I'm not doing it. Guess what? Esther. The Most High give Esther order. Esther told everybody, I am going to go in the king's chamber, not according to the law. That's what the Most High is looking for, obeisance. Be obedience. And Esther went into that in the chamber of the king, not according to the law. What Esther did, she broke the law. She obeyed the Most High. The Most High give all comments. The Most High did tell Abraham to go kill his son. I'm not going to do this because, he's my son. I love him and stuff. Okay. Is that what that is? All right, then. You disobey the Most High? You don't know. When the Most High tell you to do something, brothers and sisters, they did look off. Like, God damn, the Most High asked me to do this. Judith, the Most High ordered Judith to take the captain head off. Judith used her skill and make the captain drunk and cut his head off. Some of our women will curse the Most High. Say, oh, hell no, I'm not going to kill anybody, man. They don't want to obey the Most High. You can't tell Christian hish about the Most High. They'll put Jesus Christ right in front of you. Jesus Christ is everything. He is God. He is the Savior. He's everything. Everything you want to ask Jesus. Jesus is this, is that. Even Jesus said, what the hell you people are doing? Don't even worship me. I'm here to give you a message. Take the message and stuff. Everything he said it on the behalf of his Father. He's an ambassador. You can't tell Christian this. When the Most High tell us to do something and we don't do it, the Most High, you're behind. That's what Moses is talking about here. That he should be, this is page 155, last paragraph. That he should be worshipped spiritually is evident, for he must be a spiritual essence. That is true. As we are certainly composed of spirits and material bodies, and as our spirits are no less certainly our superior part, so he who made the spirits of men must be superior to all bodies and form of matter. That is, he must be that by reason of which he is superior, namely a spirit. Sesostris say, if we men, our body is body, the body have a spirit, aka a soul. But the soul is always superior to the body. A soul is immortal. Your spirit is immortal. This body here can die, but the soul will come back to the Most High. The soul cannot die. It's a superior. Now, who created the soul is more superior than the soul. So we need to worship that guy. Okay? So that's what Sesostris tell him. So now you got Sesostris and Remeses agreed about worshiping the Most High. I then say to this learned and great prince, takest thou, Remeses, that this infinite God, whom we believe exists, will he ever make a revelation of himself, so that he may be worshipped as become his perfections? Do you think he veil of ignorance which hangs between him and us will ever lifted? And Moses look at Remeses look at Sesostris, say, without a doubt he will reveal himself. Without a doubt, Master Sesostris, he answered, with animation, the light of hope kindling in his noble eyes, the creator of this world must be benevolent, good, and wise in being. Sesostris say, Moses, Remeses, if this God is all of that, he's created everything, do you think he will reveal himself one day? You think he will appeal to us one day to show us how to properly worship himself? And Moses then he said, without a doubt he will. We just have to keep the faith. We just have to keep praying. We just have to keep talking to him. We just have to keep uncovering our heart, and he will show him himself. Of that there can be no doubt, was my reply. Benevolence, goodness, and wisdoms then will seek the happiness and elevation of men, and knowledge of the true God, whom we are now feeling and groping after in darkness. That's how we felt, brothers. The knowledge of the Most High, we are groping in darkness. Tell you the truth, brothers, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. When I'm doing a lesson and stuff, things are just beaming into my eyes and to my head. I'm just putting them, and then they are connected. They are connected. And I'm receiving things. They are connected. The people are like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And then the Holy Spirit leave you. The Holy Spirit says, okay, well, you know what you're doing. Do your thing, Negro. That's how we are, brothers. We are groping in darkness. We are touching the wall. Feel it's smooth. It must have been going. It stopped. There's another wall. We are groping in darkness, touching. That's how you seek the Most High. That's how the Most High is. You hearing a voice in the darkness or following the voice. You really don't know what. If you did know what to do and where to go, brothers, we don't even need anything. He says, Sesostris, we got something here. A knowledge of the true God, whom we are now feeling and groping after in darkness, with only the faint light of our reason to illuminate his mysterious gloom. This knowledge will elevate and render happy the race of men. He said, we got a little small light. We can see a little small light in darkness, and we're coming. If we can find this source of light, we can illuminate, we can like clarify the whole races of men with this truth. It would dissipate ignorance. Okay, it will get clear of ignorance, overthrown idolatry. If we find the true God, we can overthrow idolatry. Place men near God, we can place men near the Father, and consequently lift him higher in the scale of the universe. God damn! Oh, Moses said, if we can find this true God, this truth, we can take away idolatry. We can destroy that. We can bring men to him. We can elevate him and make him grand, bigger as the universe. We can exalt his name, making known all over. That's what Moses said here. Beautiful, man. A God of wisdom, benevolence, and justice will seek to produce this result. The world, therefore, will have a revelation from him. This is Moses prophesies, man. This man is prophesizing a revelation from him and the fullness of time. He said this is not the time yet, but in the fullness of time, this God will reveal himself when men are ready to receive it, because back then men wasn't ready to receive the Most High. It may not be while I live, Sesostris, but the time will come, the knowledge of this infinite God will be revealed by himself to men. We will then worship him and him alone with the pure worship due to his majesty, glory, and dominion. All praises to the Most High, man. All praises. This is Moses speaking straight to his heart. Straight to his heart. He said, when we find his God, Sesostris, we will bring his glory into this world. We will overthrow all evilness, idolatry. We'll bring men through him. We will exalt his name. It may not happen while I live, Sesostris, but God damn it, I believe this God will come. He will come. He will show himself. He will taught men how to worship him through his glory, through his excellence and majesty, brothers. Which showed you, brother, some of us, we're born with the Spirit, man. We don't need to learn anything. We just know certain things. We just know it. Ever since we were children, we were kids, we know for a fact something has to be greater than church. There's something out there. There's a God that is greater than this. But I can put my mind on it. I'm just not going to go to church anymore. As Remeses conclude, his face seemed to... Listen, brothers, listen. This is what Sesostris said to his mother. He said, as Remeses concluded, his face seems to shine with a supernatural inspiration, as if he had talked with the infinite and spiritual God of whom he spoke. And I had learned from him the mighty mystery of his being. Then there passed a shadow over his face, and he said sorrowfully, how I can lead the people of Egypt to the true God, and when he hath not taught me anything of himself? No, Sesostris, Egypt must wait. I must wait. The world must wait the day of revelation. God damn, man, like, yo, this is, Moses had the target, like, boom. He said, when Remeses, aka Moses, that was a prophecy, was prophesied, and he can see, Sesostris can see the face of Moses. There is like a shine, his face is shining. He can see in Remeses Moses' faces that he actually, the way he's speaking, it wasn't him, which we know that was the Holy Spirit, of course. He said, Remeses, and then the shine went away from me. He said, but how could I teach the whole world about this God when I know nothing about him? Egypt must wait. He said this, but he said, we must wait. This God will reveal himself. We have to wait. It may not happen in my lifetime, sister, but it will come. We have to wait. That is why, brothers, even before we made a lesson, which one of you which one of you remember the lesson that we made? Well, not lesson, the study, the podcast that we made about waiting on the Most High come in. Anybody remember that? When you have to wait on the Most High, don't go in front of the Most High and then do things, try to prove yourself, trying to say hish so people can subscribe to your channel, try to go over there and do, yo, hey man, wait on the Most High, man. You walk, like I told people, I walk upon command. A dog walk upon command. Stand up, sit down, run, roll over. If you have a freaking dog in your house, this dog get out of that house and bite somebody, and that's tetanus, that person suffer an infection, rabies, freaking dog, and then that person die. Now you're gonna be held accountable. The most I have you doing the work, and your work was simple. Go out there, be with my children, hang out with them, read with them, give them the message of peace and fear, and wait on me. You yourself, you go out there, you start building your own church, which the Most High didn't give you coming to do that. You bring a bunch of people in there, and then the women will keep getting pregnant. Nobody know what's going on. And then some of the men are dying because you're freaking too jealous and be a scumbag. You don't want anybody to swagger jack you. And then things are happening. And then everybody leave the congregation when they find out your true nature. The Most High did not anointed you to do this. The Most High did not anointed you to do anything else but to give the people peace. Study with them. Be here with them. Assist them if you can. Laugh with them. Cry with them. Don't leave them alone. That's your job. Wait on the Most High. Don't go out there and then like, hey man, I can break scriptures and stuff and this. Oh, hell no. All the scriptures that need to be broken, they already been broken. Some of them are here. Our ancestors already broke all the scriptures. All of those things, we need to put them in our heart and follow the Most High. Wait on the Most High. Egypt must wait. I must wait. This is Remeses Moses prophesies. And he said the world must wait the day of revelation. Oh, this God will reveal himself, brothers. Oh. And that day will come. And that day will come. Or there is no God. God. Woo! That day will come. Or there is no God. That day will come, or there is no God. For an ever silent God is the God forever hidden himself from his creatures. Man, that day will come, or there is no God. For an ever silent God, a God who is forever hideth himself from his creatures. Moses said that day will come. If it doesn't come, there is no God. A silent God, an ever silent God, a God that is silent forever. He hide himself from his creatures. We must exalt the name of the Most High. And the Most High did show himself to Moses. Now you understand why the Most High said, you Israelites are a bunch of scumbag. Why are you give Moses all those hesh? Stop giving him crap. Don't you know, Moses, this man saw my true form. That is why the Most High had to show Moses his true form. He has to come up to Moses and say, Moses, this is my true form. This is what I am. God. Oh! Brothers, you know what that means? You saw the Most High true form. You actually, that God that you were talking about, you say, this guy gonna reveal himself. One day he will. He actually reveal himself to you in his true form, brothers. Now you understand why the Most High said this. And our people did not respect it, Moses. And you know our people are a bunch of scumbags anyway. So that was prophecy. Now we know that was a prophecy that Remeses say in this book. It was accomplished, I believe, in Exodus. Was it the book of Numbers or Exodus? Anybody that know the thing, oh boy, the precept put it there for those of you who know what I'm talking about. Is as if there were no God, but that there is a God. The heavens declare in their glory. The ocean harshly murmurs his name. The thunders proclaim his power. The lilies of the field speak of his goodness. And we ourselves are living manifestation of his benevolence and love. He said, if there has to be a God, Sesostris, the sea constantly give glory to the Most High. That's true. When I was a kid, and I'm pretty sure some people have the same thing, and I was talking about my grandma. I can remember this clearly. Like I said before, my grandma was what you call a voodoo priestess. And when I asked grandma, I said, Grandma, who made God? Who's God mother? Who's God father? And grandma said, he made himself. I'm like, what? How? He said, he is God. He can do everything. All you need to do is give him all praises and credits. All you need to do is praise his name. In other words, you say all you need to do is thank him for everything. Everybody thanking the Most High all the time. You say, no. You say, yes. My grandma said, look at those chicken. There was a bunch of little chicken walking around, little chicks, and they were drinking water. And then when those chicks, they drink the water, and then they lift up their head, and they swallow the water, and then they just slap their beak, and then they swallow the water every time they take a little. Oh, I'm well aware. It's 10 o'clock. Thank you. 10 o'clock. We'll take a little break right quick. And the little chick, every time they're drinking water, and then they take the water, and then they drink the water, and grandma said they're all praising God. She said the thunders, every time you heard the thunders, that's what the thunders say. All praises to the Most High. When you hear the wind, they're giving praises to the Most High. The rain, they're all there to give him praises. I never understood that up until now. It's 10 o'clock, brethren. We will take a small little 5 minutes break. Okay. I will leave you. Well, I got water. What the hell? I got water here. Let me see. I got water, right? I don't really need anything. I haven't. Today's Sunday, brothers. I can't go to the PO box. I can't go. Everything. I don't have any letters, so everything is pretty much good. I don't know if the people wants to take a break, or should we keep on trucking, brethren? Should we keep on going, brothers and sisters? If I need water, I'll call. If I need to do something, I'll just stop because it's a lot there. Should we keep on trucking, brothers? Oh, the salad was magnificent. I will never talk bad about that woman cooking. She's hot. Well, she's kind of she cooked food, but the salad was not salad. You don't really need to cook a salad. You don't really need to prepare a salad. Salad, you just slap a bunch of things around and you throw things in it, and then it's good. All right, the people has been spoken. All right, then let us keep on moving. All right, let's keep on trucking. Let's keep on warning, brothers. Now, with that being said, yeah, that salad was, I give it credit. It was good. The Most High The most I put it in my mind to say, oh, the salad was good. But that rice that she cooked, then that chicken, man. Oh boy. That guy, yeah, how will get me? If anybody gonna take me down, it will be with food. But anyway, God, the declarations of let us, and this is how this is Remeses. This is Remeses, brothers. Remeses say, let us, therefore, amid all the splendor of the idolatry which fills the earth, lift up our hearts, O Sesostris, to the one God, and in secret worship him, wheresoever our soul can find him, until he reveals himself openly to the inhabitant of the earth. Remeses tells Sesostris, listen, because all the natures, which are angels, and angels are known as gods. He said, if all those lesser gods, all those angels, all those natures are worshiping this true God, give glory to this true. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. No. He said, we are going to worship this God in our hearts. Let's keep this a secret, because not everybody is understanding. Not everybody will understand. They thought we are crazy. If we say there was one true God that you can't see, but he can reveal himself, one true God that created the heaven, the earth, and everything in them, they will not believe this. Let's keep this a secret. Let's keep this in our hearts. In relating this conversation, my dear mother, I am preparing you to see my views of our mythology materially change, but I unfold to you more of the sublime character of Remeses and give you some insight in his deep philosophy and wonderful wisdom. I will, in connection with this subject, describe to you a religious scene I witnessed in the temple of Apis on the occasion of an excursion made by me in company with Remeses from the island of Rhoda. So, we are going trying to be a little bit polite here. For those of you who remember, Abba sees. When Abba sees, brothers, I feel like I want to reread the throne of David. I want to reread the throne of David, man. Wow, everything is connected. For those of you who remember, when Abbasis was passing through Judea, he met with Jonathan, Ishbosheth, Joab. You know, they were young people. They were young men. So Abbasis started knowing the Mosai. But he was explaining the grandeur, the strength of the Mosai. He was explaining to his friend, his cousin, the king Belus, and he told Belus, be not afraid, Belus. I will not worship this God. I will stay faithful to the God of Assyria. Guess what? Guess what? In the middle of the book, Abbasis become a true believer. He married Adora, which he was a Shemite. For all I know, Abbasis was most likely an Israelite. He didn't even know this. Most likely, Abbasis was an Israelite, a lost brother that came back home. That is why all those miracles the Most High performed for him. And he become, the moment he saw Adora, he's like, God, I will never forget the quote that he said. He said, this Adora is so beautiful. I was afraid to look upon her, so the fire of her eyes will not burn me to ashes. Damn. Like, woo! And he become a true believer and follow the Most High. Now you got Sesostris, brothers, thousands of years before Abbasis. Am I bleeding? Usually when I feel like that, it's not bleeding. He said, when he got to Egypt, he started talking to Remeses. He said, Mother, I can assure you, your son gonna come back home where he went to Egypt. I will never worship and take another God. Right here, he just tell the mother, Mom, I don't know about you, but I'm following this God. I am giving my life to this God. I am worshiping this God in my heart. Politely, he just told the mother right there. I will, in connection with this subject, describe to that. So I have already spoken. So he's going to describe to the mother something he witnessed. Oh, whatever. He's going to describe to the mother something he witnessed in the temple of Apis, the temple of Apis. I have already spoken of his courtesy and offering to accompany me to Memphis, at which city he left me immediately after his oblation and thanksgiving, and proceeding to attempt to some urgent affairs connecting with the proposed movement of the army, with which since then he has taken his departure. The barge in which I left the palace at Woda, so they left the island, was rowed by 44 men, swarthy and muscular to a noticeable degree, who belonged to a maritime people once possessing the Pelusia Delta, but are now reduced to servitude to the crown. So those swarthy men were those so-called Hamites that he saw, those Canaanites. Well, yeah, before that. So they have a sort of chief called Phelak, whom they regard partly as a priest, partly as a patriarch. Under him, by permission of the crown, they are held in discipline. They are a mysterious worship of their own and are reputed to deal in magic and to sacrifice to Typhon, the principle of evil. Those were not our people. They were attired in scarlet. Okay, so he's describing those dudes and things like that. Let me see. His baton officer, just taking not long. Okay, he's describing those guys. So now he leaving the island of Woda, so he's going back to On. He's going back to the capital city. Well, back then Egypt has two capitals. He got the religious capital, which is On, and he got the government capital, which is Memphis. So he's coming back to On. Now he's describing the whole thing of Philistia and things like that. So, and then he got into the city. There are so many people. There were also merchant and attire, rich and picturesque for many isles. This is page 159, second paragraph. Many isles of the sea, which vessels of bronze, vases, and other exquisitely painted wares and boxes inlaid with ivory, jewels, and ebony. Oh, the commerce, the commerce in our land were all over, brothers. I saw the dark, handsome men of Tarshish and Far Gades with all kinds of riches of silver, iron, tin, lead, and scale of gold, which is strictly connected with the book, The Secret Voyage. This quote is connected with the book Secret Voyage for those of you who study that book with us. It says, I saw the dark, handsome men of Tarshish and Far Gades with all kinds of riches of silver, iron, tin, lead, and scales of gold. Okay, shields from Harvard. He saw like all kind of like merchandising and stuff like that. People are selling. That's like getting in. Which one of you ever been to a swap shop back in the days? Not now. Swap shop now is all garbage because the internet break them. Which one of you here ever been in a swap shop, like in a let's say in another third world market, but an air market, not a supermarket, but a regular market, an outside market, or outdoor market. You see all kind of things. Yeah, like a mall, but like a yeah. There's a swap shop where I'm at. It's all garbage in there. If you want to buy garbage, go to the swap shop on 31st Avenue in South Florida and Lauderdale. Plenty of garbage. A flea market. Yeah, some people in the Philippines. That is good. A flea market. That's how I saw people selling and things like that, and then all those things, that's how they see. While beyond these, some merchants of size, men of stern aspect, bad bands of slaves, whose shining black skin and glittering teeth showed them to be Nubian and farther Africa, who had been brought up the Nile to be sold and marked. This is a swagger job right there. This is a giant bone they put in there. This is Joseph Holt Ingram, his own interpretation. He put this there. I felt it. He said, while beyond these, some merchants of Sais, men of stern aspects, bad bands of slaves, whose shining black skins and glittering teeth show them to be Nubians from farther Africa, who had been brought from the upper Nile to be sold in the mart. He assumed, well, not assume, he know damn well who those people are. And then he said that, they were African, and then from Africa, they were Nubian slaves and stuff like that. Massive bone there. Thus does all the earth lay his riches in the feet of Egypt, even as she pours them in the lap of Tyre, meet and that two nations equal in commerce should be allied in friendship. May this friendly alliance more close cemented. All right. Give me a second. There we go. All right. We got like 2 pages. 2 pages. We good. By my spirit to discord never be broken. I am willing to surrender to Egypt the title mistress of the world. You see what he said? He said, if I come to the throne mother, this is Sesostris speaking to his mother Epiphia, queen of Phoenicia. He said, if I come to the throne, I am willing to surrender to Egypt the title mistress of the world, which I have seen inscribed on the obelisk that Amensi is now erecting, so long as she makes no attempt upon our cherished freedom, nor ask us other tribute and their greatness than the jewel necklace it was a pleasure to present to a queen from your hand. He said, when I become king, I will surrender the title of mistress of the world. Instead of from Tyre, Phoenicia, I will give it to Egypt, because they are our land brothers was truly the mistress of the world. That's where all the commerce was happening. All the stuff were back till this day. Everything that we sell, even though they're from China, and they make them in China, it's the company American that they send it to build them in China for cheap, because back in the 70s, so-called blacks were outpacing them in jobs. Our people didn't spend money like this. That's why they had to ship all those jobs in China for cheap, because they didn't want our people to get not even the good job. They didn't want our people to get jobs at all, because our people were buying things, the music, the black music. 70s was like the decades of the blacks. Right after the civil rights, our people were doing big things, and they shipped all those jobs. They closed down our stuff. They stole our land. So he described the temple and things like that. He went to the city of the sun. The same thing that he described in letter 3 or 4, he's describing them here. In the commemoration of them, will exhibit to you our first departure in since days for the worship of the one deity and stuff like that. Okay, he explained the temples and things like that. Let me see. All right. So this is very important. Once we're done reading this, and then we're done. So now he's talking about sacred. Get me some water, all right? Cold. Okay? All right. Where I was. Now he's talking to the mother. He's telling the mother, this is what the Egyptian hold as sacred. Of all the sacred animals above our name, he already named a bunch of them. I beheld image and stone upon the dromos, which bordered the portico. There were also figures of the sacred birds, okay? As the ibis. I'm not quite sure what is the ibis or ibis. As the ibis, sacred to the god Thoth, the vulture, the falcon hawk, sacred to Re, and honor the city of On, and the egret, sacred to Osiris. Thank you. Sacred to Osiris. Besides these sacred figures which decorate with a pentamonic portico and which are four gates, there are also to be found all over Egypt sculpture of sphinxes, a sort of fabulous monster represented either with the head of a man, a hawk, or a ram. Those are all sacred animals the Egyptians hold higher. The phoenix, sacred to Osiris, I shall buy and speak of the white of the saffron colored cock, which is a rooster, sacred to and sacrificed in the temple of Anubis. Certain fasces are also held sacred by his extraordinary people who convert everything into gods. He said those Egyptian people literally convert everything into freaking God, even the fish. Okay? So to conclude he said even vegetables, brothers. Even vegetables, those people convert those vegetables into God. Even cats, dogs, except the swine. That's the only beast they don't worship, except the swine. So now, my dear mother, can you wonder at Prince Remeses that a man of his learning, intellect, sensibility, and sound judgment should turn away from these thousand contemplable gods of Egypt to seek a pure faith and worship, and that he should wish to give his people more of elevated spiritual religions, division and subdivision, how here reach their climax, and the ancient who worship God and everything may be said and have ceased worship him all. So this is letter end of letter 13. Tomorrow we might do letter 14. All right. We stop at letter 13. All praises to the Most High, brothers and sisters. Give the Most High all praises. All praises to the Most High. This is good. It says the Egyptian, yeah, the vegetable man. He said the lower class they pretty much adore. They pretty much make everything into a god, brothers. And then in the next chapter, I believe you will see a very sad story. What happened to one of those visitor? He didn't know they worship this thing as a god. He made a mistake, and then it was a fatal mistake, man. It was a fatal mistake. All praises. Thank you, Father. Thank you to the Most High for teaching us all those where's my phone? Oh boy, I left the phone. Oh boy. Oh no, it's here. Now we understand that the Most High, the Most High made Remeses, aka Moses, so to speak. We don't know yet; it haven't been revealed himself to be Moses. But in the first chapter, we know it. He says when he gives the thing, he say Remeses Moses, Remeses Menes Moses, or Remeses Menes Moses, or Remeses Menes Moses. So or Remeses Menes Moise. It depends how you said it. Now we understand, and Moses is the Most High had it, and his soul and his heart to worship Him. Okay, the Most High, brothers. Okay, He always there. He always make you question things. That's why you are trouble. You are a problem in the church. Always, brothers. Always question things. I'm When I say don't question the Most High, don't ask the Most High who give you the rights. Why did you do this and this like that? Like Kobe's wife tell the Most High, like, I will never forgive God for taking Kobe away from me. As if you have some type of, this is blasphemy, man. Don't you ever say anything like this? The Most High take your daughter, your wife, your husband away from you. You give him all praises. You don't know why he did this. I'm a sinner. The Father took something from me. I give him all praises and all glory. Yeah, they I see what they do, Princess Lily. What they do, brothers, Remeses and Rameses are not the same people. There is Remeses, there is Rameses, and there is Rahamses. That's how they fooled you. In the movie, The Ten Commandments, you don't find none of these things. And this book was the script of the Ten Commandments. They swagger jack everything. They confuse. They put everything upside down. Moses and Remeses. Moses was never Remeses. When you're reading the book, you're like, wait a minute, this is Moses. They changed the name from Remeses to Ramses and to Rahamses, which is double A, Raames. Rahamses wasn't even a person, it was a city, a new city the queen was going to build. I'm start taking Ramses is Moheris in this book, the scumbag that is into weird, gross stuff. Yeah, we are well aware of that. Yeah, those people they flip thing. Yeah, they the movie, they messed up the whole movie. They make everything upside down. They make everything like weird. You don't hear any. You never heard of Sesostris. You never heard of Moses' mother, the Egyptian Amensi. They never even mention her name in the movie. It's all about the Pharaoh. Let my people go. That's it. You're like, well, what are all those details? This book go into a lot of details. You people don't go into those details. And the movie, they didn't even show you Abiram, aka Moses' father, true father. Yeah, it's a lot of things. So, brothers, thank you, beloved brothers and sisters, for being here. Thank you for studying with us. Thank you for being a part of this. It is good to be here. Still good. It was good to be here. It's still good. It always will be good to be together. Um, what's gonna happen, brothers? Tonight I may or may not make a video. Most of the time when I say I'm not gonna make a video, boom, the Most High move upon me and I made a video. So I will do my best if I can make a video. There's so many subjects out there, but if not, I'm not going to make a video. Brethren, pray the Most High, fear Him, give Him all glories, give Him all praises. Read on your own, get other books. What I would say, brothers, for instance, for those of you who do not like, well, not do not like to read, you don't have the time to read, listen to those books on YouTube. There are plenty. You can listen to them. And with that being said, brothers, it's not mandatory, brothers, for you to study every single book, to know every book, brothers. It's not necessary for you to catch all our lives to know exactly what's going on. It's not necessary. I know a lot of our people are doing this. They never miss one live. They never miss one prayer. They never miss one lesson. This is good, but you don't have to, brothers. If you miss one thing here, one thing there. It is good. It is good. It is good. Always focus on the Most High. To hell with Big Levi, man. Something happened to this guy. Hey, whatever. So you know. But brothers, we'll do the best we can as we are awaiting for the grand arrival. We'll do a lot, brothers. We'll see if we can finish this book, the book of Joshua, and we got the Prince of the House of David, another book by J.H. Halt. This book talking about the people that saw YAHAWAH, the one that saw John the Baptist, a young Hebrew woman that was there with all those things was going on. We'll go in that book. Then other books there, we'll go into them. We'll study, brothers, and we'll make a lot of stuff for the to please the Most High. The Most High, like when His children are here, brothers. We are talking about the Most High. We are not here to discussing the Illuminati, how they're going to take over the New World Order, the elites, the 1%, all that garbage. Give those people all praise that they are some kind of God. Pat Tillman, no, Pat Robinson. I don't know why I keep calling this dude Pat Tillman, but Pat Robinson, celebrities, James Bond, LeBron James, all that scumbag stuff. We are not here doing this thing. We are not here doing this. We are here talking about the Most High and talking about the Most High business, and He loved that, and He blessed us. He blessed the whole nation. I am blessed, brethren. You are blessed. We are blessed. Jews and Gentiles alike. That's why we must keep the Most High. Seek His face. He's everywhere. Just know where to find Him. The Most High is everywhere. Yeah, so we're going to do whatever we can, brothers and sisters. We're going to study page 15. Now, for today's Sunday, for those of you brothers that are in the $5 challenge, you're supposed to have $140 in or more. Put your $35, okay? Please put your $35 in for this week. Which one of you did put your money in? Let us know which one of you. $35. Next week, it's going to be $40, okay? Today's the 18th. 19, 20, 21st, I have something to do. The 22nd, we're going to fast. We're going to pray. After that, we're going to say the prayer of Azariah, the 30th. Thank you for the people that do it. Brothers, you can put way more. If you can put more, that's good. If you can put more, that's good, okay? For if you put $5 per week, okay, that's good. But again, always add $5 onto that. Okay, it's time for for our people to be responsible with money, because we will do a hell of a lot more thing with money now. Once we have our money together collectively, brothers, we can do a lot. If the Most High give a comment, he said a group of people go to that place. Now you got $7,000 lying around the house. To go to this place, it costs like $500. The hotel plus the flight, and then we're there. We do what we have to do for the Most High, and then we're done. So 7 G's just stock up there. We might have a wonderful next year, next New Year that coming, next Sabbath. We're probably gonna do something grand, and for the Most High, in the name of the Most High. So, the 24th, you will put 40. The 22nd coming up, fast. We'll pray, and then the 30th we'll say the prayer of Azariah, and then on the 1st we'll say the prayer of Manasseh. Okay, and then that's it for this month. So we don't know what's going on, brothers. We don't know what the Most High is going to do. The 21st of this month, which is going to be Wednesday. Something could happen this 21st this month or 21st May. Brethren, be on the lookout. Keep the Most High in your mind. He's your first and your last priority. All praises to the Most High. Yes, I am going to take a break. I don't know if I'm going to make a video, but if I have to, So be it. Yeah, if we could buy that island, brother, we will buy it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The island is I don't know. And the most I willing if we get the money. I know for a fact if we could come up with the money, those people will more they'll say, hey man, just take your island. You want the bigger one or you want the small one? We'll take the small one if we come up with this money. We just tell them, hey, just give us the island in the name of the Most High. It took them on a boat ride first, and if they do, we're good. All praises, brothers. By the power of the Most High vested in me, I'm leaving all of you in peace. Be at peace, brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Be at peace. I will see you tomorrow in the prayer, and if the Most High willing, in the podcast. May the King reign forever. Shalom. Oh, am I going to leave with a little music? Let me put a little music and leave with the people.